But the media portion of it, I think it drives a lot of business. And I think a lot of companies are missing that point.
My thing would be just get it out there. Get it out there, and you never know who's watching. Well, you may not get the call that week. You may get the call next month. But still, it was because of that thing that they watched of you, in terms of your content that you got out there.
Hey guys, my name is Andre. I'm director here of Appliance Service Master Class. I'm here with Gary O'Brien, and he just finished our Appliance Business Development course, and he got our $1,000 grant. Gary, thank you so much for coming today. I really appreciate it.
Much appreciated.
I know you started the appliance training with us just over 2 months ago now. We did the Appliance Business Development Program. It was a 10-week course, every Monday, 8 p.m. for 1 hour. Was it difficult to join those weekly sessions to do the 10-week business class?
No, quite easy. You get the reminders every Monday and you tune in. Obviously you make sure you reserve that hour in the evening. Not always easy, but if you commit to it, you can kind of keep your attendance steady, and which is the key in terms of the $1,000 grant. And on the Appliance Masterclass portal, all the information is there to follow along. So with the Monday night meeting and the information to follow along, you can kind of navigate it really well.
Nice. Yeah, I know it's a 10-week course. One of the requirements is the attendance requirement. You have to participate in 9 out of 10 sessions. Yeah. We get 15, 20 guys in the class, and maybe only 3 make it to the end. Things come up, family, kids, obligations for work. It happens. But if you just stick through it, well, you got $1,000 grant. So
you could, potentially you could win it,
So I think it's pretty worth it at the end of the day.
I'd say so, yeah.
And in terms of the appliance training, so I know you started with us, it's more than 2 months ago now. What was the reason to join appliance training? I think your background was more into media entertainment.
Yeah, far from appliances.
Yeah.
And for me, it was at a kind of a crucial point where it's kind of like I had to double down on something in regards to, or have the option to maybe if because of my situation and finishing up in film and TV kind of work, I thought, well, and you always hear these things where AI isn't going to replace hands-on work and stuff like that. I thought, well, let me some of that. I want to know that stuff, right? So I kind of researched different courses, and I came across this one, and it fit me perfectly for the Saturday mornings. I thought I can do that, right? And then so that really worked out well. We could just spend the day here and learn, and the teachers were great, and so it worked out really well for me to not only be here on the Saturday, but with the Monday night information too. It was good for both kind of hands-on stuff where you're actually got the screwdrivers in your hand and taking apart things, but plus also I've never written a business plan before, so for me to learn that and with the guidance of what's on the portal. It gave me all the info I needed to do something I've never done before.
That's awesome. Yeah. And most guys have never written a business plan or even thought about writing a business plan in the past or about doing one. And so coming into what was the most challenging part of the business course? What did you find the easiest?
Well, I guess, obviously there's one part of it, the physical part of being in front of your computer on a Monday night, 8 p.m. And, yeah, you could be doing other things sometimes, but if you commit to that, then, you get the kind of the going over all the information, right? So that was a challenge thing, but even writing the business plan, you have to learn, right? You got to sort of look up what is involved. What are they asking for in that business plan, right? Yeah. And seeing it from maybe a bank's side perspective, right? And to say, okay, how are they going to give you a loan, right? So you have to kind of think it through that way. I thought anyway, in terms of writing it and really pushing for, this is my business and this is what I'm going to achieve. How can you get people involved, like the bank, with their money to loan you that, right? You have to prove yourself kind of in a way, right?
And consider the reader, like who is the reader? Who are you writing this for?
Right.
It is for yourself, so you understand every facet of the business, so you can plan accordingly. But then you have to also write for the reader, which is the underwriter at the bank. Or, the BDC, Business Development Bank of Canada. They want to see a business plan or futurepreneur. And if it's written out correctly, which we do in the class so week over week, then you'll be able to get that $25,000 business loan or $100,000 business loan, which students do take. Now, do you need $25,000 to start an appliance business? I don't think so. I think $400 is quite enough. $20 for the website, $20 for domain, $180 for the Google ads, $180 for your starter toolkit.
Yep.
That's it.
The easiest part, I think, would be like the navigating the online portion where you've supplied all that, the portal for every week we go through, marketing and coming up with all the design of, your website and all these kinds of things that a business has to do, right? So all that was kind of nice to have at your fingertips just to kind of click on whatever you needed that week.
Right.
So that was kind of helpful.
I know that you're now doing a podcast. It's not related to appliance repair, but it's in the media field that you've come from. And getting into sort of TikTok advertisements or just TikTok posting for an appliance business, we've seen it work in the past. There are companies in Mississauga or Toronto that are posting once a week, once every 2 or 3 days, and they're doing quite well in terms of putting out media so that people locally can see them and call them for appliance repairs. So what is your experience with like media and creating a podcast, and how do you gain viewership?
My thing would be just get it out there. Even if it's not perfect, if it's good enough and it communicates what you're trying to do, what you're trying to set out to do, get it out there, and you never know who's watching and what comes your way.
Very true.
And it could have a massive appeal and that you're not even aware of, right? And you never know. You may not get the call that week. You may get the call next month. But still, it was because of that thing that they watched of you, in terms of your content that you got out there.
It's true. Well, I'm glad you brought that up because getting the first content out is probably the most challenging. Especially in appliance repair, you just have to record yourself touching an appliance, do a small voiceover, and just post those out. People appreciate those. They want to see people doing things and completing repairs or whatnot.
That would be my approach. And get your own advertising out there, hands-on. Like it's
free too.
Yeah,
post on TikTok is free. Right?
And you can control what you want to put out there and how you present it. So
it's true.
Again, that's my media mind kind of kicking in there for that one.
Hey, that's what a lot of guys here don't have. They don't have that experience in media. The guys that we train could already be electrical engineers, HVAC guys. They could be chefs. They could be Uber drivers. But the media portion of it, I think it drives a lot of business. And I think a lot of companies are missing that point of just simply posting anything appliance related on YouTube or TikTok. Will go a long way.
A clear message really helps a lot.
That's true. We provide all of our students here with Service Matters access for lifetime access. You get your service manuals, diagrams, schematics from all appliances that Whirlpool owns. KitchenAid, Genair, Amana, Maytag, Whirlpool. Same with Electrolux. Tech tips, you need that for Electrolux and Frigidaire products. You need that as the holy Bible to repairing appliances. But you finished our appliance business development program. You got the $1,000 grant. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
I know the attendance requirement can be sometimes challenging, but you made it through.
We did it.
And you got the grant.
Even if you're not sure about it, try it out. And as I said, I came from a totally different background. And now I'm already diagnosing problems with my own microwave.
That's amazing.
It went down over the holidays, and I managed to kind of even went back on my notes that I took in class, went through all the checkpoints, and go, oh yeah, it's that.
That's
sure
amazing.
Enough, I ordered one online, it showed up.
That's amazing.
So even then, this has already paid for a fix already for me.
There you go. Yeah, Thanks so much. Thanks, Gary.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, that's it.
Here at Appliance Service Master Class, we're a small team doing big things. Make sure to purchase the Appliance Service Blue Book with the link below to empower your business today.